Watch it, skinny egg.
In Vegas, here I'm speaking at a conference. Vegas is not my favorite place in the world, but hey, sometimes you end up here. And so I get a lot of questions on what I think on alcohol, partying. I used to own a lot of nightclubs, so I've been in this business. Now I'm not much of a drinker. Here's my take on it. You know, people ask me about weed, they ask me about alcohol, ask me about, you know, like what's the work-life balance that you should achieve. Obviously, partying can make you poor if you overdo it. I lived in Vegas once for like 6 months. I've seen people waste away all their time partying and drinking and stuff. So here's my current take on it. I don't know if it will be my stance forever. Drinking most things kills my energy the next day, and the place that I'm at in life right now, I can't afford to have my energy zapped. So I'm kind of like a mad scientist in life. And so if I test something and it fails the test, I reduce the hours I put into it. And that's the same thing for business, same thing for alcohol. Now with alcohol, when I do drink, I've tested with wine. If I drink a little bit of wine, I don't really have a negative effect the next day. So I continue on with that experiment, and I don't really cut wine out of my life. Vodka, on the other hand, man, that thing zaps my energy the next day. So when you want to do big things, you never want to wake up in a place where your energy zapped. It makes no sense, right? It's like the most finite resource, not just on planet Earth, but in the universe, is energy. One day, the big bad sun's gonna stop its nuclear reaction, heat's gonna shut down, and we're all gonna be dead. Hopefully it won't happen for a few more million years. But at the end of the day, that metaphor is applicable to our life. Never do anything that kills your energy, so you must experiment. Now smoking weed, I live in California, where it's legal for most, it's pretty, I don't know who that is, but apparently she knows me. So weed, I've done a test. I feel stupider if I smoke weed. So now I maybe smoke once a year. Now I understand that some people don't have that effect. So you create your own lab in your own life, and if you test marijuana, like I'm in a movie coming up next year, I hope you guys will come see it. Andy Samberg's in it and Snoop Dogg's in it. Now Snoop Dogg obviously smokes a ton of weed, and he's very creative. So the experiment for himself, it doesn't seem to be harming his long-term goals, so he continues to do it, and it makes sense. Whereas for me, that experiment went a different direction. So partying, the same thing. Look, what I did, I started going to nightclubs when I was younger. After I lived at the Amish, I wanted to try something opposite. I think we're going the wrong direction. Sorry. Oops. I got so caught up filming, I forgot to go back to the where I was going. So when I was in the nightclub business, when I went out to nightclubs, I realized, man, this could be a waste of time. I realized I need to become financially independent. At that point, I was broke. So I flipped it on its head, and I turned nightclubs and going out into a business. So I started out promoting stuff, and then I eventually ran my own places. And so for me, it's all about nightlife is all about a win-win scenario. So how can you pull off your goal? So the goal, and this is different than let's say drinking, because drinking, there's generally no win-win situation. You win when you feel good getting drunk, but then you lose the next day. Whereas a nightclub for me, it became a win-win in the sense that I was making money, and also in addition to making money, I was going out and having fun. So that's kind of a cool little, happy median. So you want to look for those win-win. I try to look for those in every area of my life. So that's all I wanted to say. Doing this video blogging. I was just at a conference, or speaking at a conference tomorrow, but I was just up at this new Delano is badass, man. The Delano Lounge, I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to me. The Delano used to have a place in Miami when I lived there, and now we got this huge little lounge. So I was with a whole bunch of people, but now tomorrow I gotta speak early, so I'm headed to bed. So at the end of the day, what experiments are running in your life's laboratory, the lifestyle laboratory? That's what I'm all about. Test yourself. Does vodka kill energy? Then use logic, man. People don't fucking use logic. It's all about logic. Why would you do something that makes you have a win here, you feel good when you drink, and then destroys all these other goals? I never fall victim to that. Or I don't say I never do, but I try to never fall victim to that. Light. Does anyone go to that nightclub anymore? All right. Anyway, so what's your win-win situation? What's your lose-win? Those are mediocre. And what's your lose-lose? Definitely cut out the lose-lose. Anyway, talk to you guys soon.